welcome back to another video. So, as you saw from my little intro that I made especially for this car, it is a cool thing. Anyway, so, um, well, let me just get started pretty slowly off here. So, I wasn't posting for a long time. I'm sorry, guys. I had my reasons for that. I had a lot of work, and I also was working on this. So, but now that this is ready, and I can actually post it. So now we pretty much a lot of videos now coming out from now on. So I hope you will guys enjoy. Now, so let's get to this car. So, let's start off simple. So, this is a Lego Technic car from a video game. So for you who are watching this video and don't know, this car is from Rocket League. You should totally check that game out if you haven't yet. It's basically soccer with cars. A bit more like hockey, but whatever. And this car is Dominus. It's my favorite. I always use it. I'm going to be trying to post more Rocket League videos, just Rocket League videos, because I haven't posted any yet. So when I'll do that, you'll see that I always use Dominus. So I always wanted to build the Dominus from Rocket League in Lego Technic. So this is it. So I present to you the Lego Technic Rocket League Dominus. So what are its features? So first of all, let's not start with remote control. First of all, you can see here, it is pretty large. I tried building it to scale and as most detailed as possible. I hate the back, but that's just the way it looks and I can't change it because I suck at modeling. I like the sides here. This is like a curve. You see from the top there's a bit of a curve-ish thingy. I honestly love how I made that. I like the front. It's good. The front suspension systems had some problems. I'll probably explain that later. So this is a 4x4, so all-wheel drive. You can see here's one differential, and here there's the other differential in there. So each set of wheels is driven through a differential. The whole car is driven by one extra large motor, and the steering is done by a servo motor. The wheels have suspension. It is working suspension. This is, by the way, not like, this is not, I forgot the word. Anyways, so the front has double wishbone dependent suspension, and I'll explain why. The back wheels each have double wishbone undependent suspension. So it has two speeds, free technically, so the neutral speed that's right now in. And you can see here there's a small lever right there, and that controls the speed. So this is slow, and this is the faster speed all the way back to there, which is why there's a bit of a hole there between the Lego pieces. I'm not sure if you can see behind this lever right there. There's like a hole between the Lego pieces that I put there. So let's get to the technical features. So let me just remove this real quick here, if I can. Probably won't be able to. There you go. So as you can see, that is the steering rack, and if I just turn on this thing, I take my steering mode. So this is the steering. You can see it's a rack and pinion gear steering. Very simple, quite effective. The wheels do have some backlash, and I honestly hate that, but I honestly can't do anything about it. And it does still work when going forward. It's just a bit worse than when going backwards, but that's fine because I don't usually go backwards. It is driven, as you can see. So this is slow speed, and this is faster speed. And As you can see, this is actually a bit faster. Now, the driving and the steering work no matter if the suspension is up or down, or like the driving can work while it's the wheels are turned, and so on and so forth, as you would expect. So I have these for detail. That's fine. So the front suspension, I said it was double wishbone dependent suspension. Now you may be asking, how is that possible? As you can see here, the two wheels have this thing in between, and that's why it's dependent, because the more they're going up, the stronger the other side becomes. I did this because otherwise the springs would be sticking out too much, and I do not like that, so I just made it like that. This way they don't stick it out. And yes, the suspension is not strong enough to actually pull the car back up. Now, this is because the springs are bought from Rona, and they're not Lego springs, sadly. Otherwise, I would be using Lego springs, and this whole thing would be working perfectly. The back suspension, each wheel has actually 2 springs on it for the back, and that is because my battery box is way back in the chassis. So now, to show that, I will take off the roof here, and my infrared receiver is kind of connected to the roof, so it's going to be kind of hard to show. You know what, I'm just going to disconnect this for now, and then connect it back when I'm done with this. So here you see the roof. It's a very simple thing. I just connected by 4 things here. Very simple, doesn't require anything pretty much. So here is the back of the car opened up. Let's see if I can show this. So you can see here. So these are the 2 springs coming out. You can see these pop out. This is why, I mean, it's very useful. They kind of hide in the roof, honestly. So you can also see there's the XL motor, and you can't see the servo motor, but it's right there. The battery box right there, there's like some space here. Not sure why I left that there. So I will put all of this back. So I will also be making a video on all the troubles I've been through in this car. So like problems with steering, with driving, with basically anything. You should definitely check that out if you want to like see some building techniques I used. One thing I am going to say about this is I had to rebuild the whole front axle, and that is because I used different differentials on each axle, therefore making one of them faster, and so my car couldn't actually like drive properly. So I had to rebuild the whole front axle just because of that, which honestly kind of sucked, but at least I got some experience from it. And I will definitely not be repeating that same problem again in the future. So let me just put this back real quick. It's kind of not the easiest thing to connect, to be honest. There we go, and then from this side as well. So apparently I had a piece fall out. Not sure why is that, but actually I do know why that happened. I'll have to disconnect this part. Wait, what? I don't actually know where this piece comes from. Whatever, I can fix it later. Anyways, so the infrared receiver is right there in the back. You can see. So that's honestly kind of it. But I'm just gonna make this a bit longer video because I want to. So I added these, like not a long, like these were the last thing I added. These as well. The last thing I changed was the front. I almost forgot about these white thingies. They're like a really important addition, to be honest. And I really love them. Also, I tried making this model to scale. I got pretty close, but I failed, sadly. but you know, it's good enough. It looks alike, and I think any Rocket League players to play on the Dominus would recognize this right away. So I also added on the wheels. You see this little design. Not sure why, just because. Just a second. I'm having some technical difficulties here. You guys are probably gonna be like, "What? That's the whole video?" Actually, no, it's not. I swear. No, please, seriously. This thing got stuck. I'm sorry, guys. This is a really important part because my roof, my back part of the roof, because I had to put in the receiver, is very badly built because I suck at building, and so it has a bunch of flaws and doesn't hold on properly. But there we go. Okay, so what did I want to say? Right, the receiver was initially hidden fully inside the roof, which made the range very small, so I moved it to the back. That's why the back is very, like, you know, not well built. I'm going to showcase that in my second video I make about this. So I'm going to explain a bit on how this works in this video, and I'm going to get into way more detail on my second one. So you can see the differential here. I used the old type of differential, not the newer type, because I don't have two of those. So here you go. This is just my system I made to actually transfer the drive. You can see here, those are just knobs. And then the gearbox itself, I honestly hate the design of it because I made it myself and it honestly sucks, but at least it works. There's the servo motor. It's facing that way, but the actual thing is going out this way, and I had some troubles with it because you can see right there, those gears right there, those are like from the servo motor. I had to do quite a lot of manipulation to actually get the axle and the power of the servo motor going the right way, but that's fine now because I actually did it. You can see that this is the main axle. It goes right through. You can see it right here. Yeah, so what else to say? That's honestly basically it. I'll be talking about all the technical difficulties I went through while building this in the second video I'll make about this car. And I'll showcase some building tips and building techniques that I used. That might help some of you newer builders that are watching my videos. So yeah. Oh, yeah, also one thing before I go. These use actually just one beam to hold them. Same as technically the front ones. No, the front ones used two, but the back ones use one, and then another one there. You can see right there. There's only one and one. This is because I didn't have a lot of space there, and that was the easiest way to connect it. So yeah, yeah, I guess that'll be it for the video, but there will be a bit later part of driving right after I finish the talking. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, by the way, the remote, simple remote, doesn't matter. Just front, back, left, right. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video about this car. Yeah, see ya, man. See ya, guys.
Flying by away from them, and no one can see me now. care what they're seeing below, 'cause I'm miles above, I'm miles above you. Miles above you. What